NBA YoungBoy Goons pull up on 6ix9ine. Here's what happened.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine is just a regular kid, like, you know what I'm saying, like a regular person.
Some people call Tekashi 6ix9ine the king of trolling, and he's been able to take shots at tons of celebrities in the past. But it looks like he crossed the line when dissing NBA YoungBoy and his crew pulled up on 6ix9ine to set things straight. Welcome to Lime Report. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. NBA YoungBoy has never been the type of guy to willingly put himself in the middle of drama. But when Tekashi 6ix9ine began running his mouth, everyone knew there would be trouble. YoungBoy and 6ix9ine both have some pretty strong reputations, but the main difference is that YoungBoy is much more respected in the streets. NBA YoungBoy is known as one of the hardest working artists of his generation, and in just a few years has already released 8 full-length projects. Unlike most people, YoungBoy avoided SoundCloud and instead opted to release his music exclusively on YouTube. The move proved to pay out great for YoungBoy, as he now dominates the YouTube charts on a regular basis. Much like how YoungBoy took over YouTube, 6ix9ine did the same thing with Instagram. Tekashi knew that he could build a lot of clout on IG due to his intense character. The rapper has been able to attract the attention of millions on a regular basis thanks to his crazy antics. With so much strong support between these two, many believed a collaboration between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy was inevitable. But that all changed when 6ix9ine was arrested and decided to flip on his gang. Since 6ix9ine is an informant for the feds, YoungBoy doesn't want anything to do with him. But as 6ix9ine has always been able to prove, it's pretty hard to ignore him. The beef between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy can be traced back to several points in time, but things got really bad between them when 6ix9ine decided to shade YoungBoy in the middle of his joint Instagram live with DJ Akademiks. Since then, things have really begun to heat up between both camps. YoungBoy is already dealing with heat from a bunch of other rappers, so rumor has it that he sent his goons to take care of the situation. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Today we'll be taking a closer look at all the latest information in the ongoing feud between 6ix9ine and NBA YoungBoy. Don't go anywhere as we uncover the truth behind allegations of an attack on 6ix9ine orchestrated by YoungBoy himself. You won't want to miss any of this. The current beef between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy can be traced most recently to the Instagram live session that Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Akademiks jointly held last week. During their live session, Akademiks and 6ix9ine spoke out on several different topics. Most notable in their discussion was the segment the paid spent talking about washed-up rappers and one-hit wonders. Things got really interesting when Akademiks started bringing up points against 6ix9ine since his return. Tekashi 6ix9ine is the type of guy that likes to brag about chart numbers more than anything else and has used that as a means to back his superiority over other artists. When he was finally released from prison back in April and placed on house arrest to serve out the rest of his term, many were surprised to see the rapper anxious to get back at it when he nearly lost his life the last time. From the moment 6ix9ine returned to the real world, he's all anyone has been able to talk about. And thanks to that, plus the controversy he's always able to create, 6ix9ine was able to revive his floundering career in a major way. His first post-prison track, Gooba, was able to break both YouTube and Instagram's 24-hour streaming record. The wild achievement has only served to be a bigger source of an ego rush for him, but DJ Akademiks was pretty quick to point out that the success of Gooba couldn't really be attributed to 6ix9ine or his musical talent. Tekashi 6ix9ine was locked up for 2 years and was a part of one of the craziest cases in the history of America. 6ix9ine was arrested on racketeering and weapon charges at the end of 2017 and has since become the single most controversial artist the hip-hop world has ever seen. With the absence of rap's greatest supervillain amid the days of quarantine, his return was bound to break records regardless of what he would have released. 6ix9ine has always run to numbers when talking about the rap game, but Akademiks believe that it's not all about the official chart numbers. The beef between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy basically started all because of a random conversation about numbers. Stay with us as we reveal the single statement that set YoungBoy off in a rage great enough to force him to move against the infamous Tekashi 6ix9ine, exclusively here on Lime Report. During the conversation between 6ix9ine and Akademiks on Instagram Live last week, AK brought up a pretty valid point. He basically told 6ix9ine that because he's so hated, people can't help but watch 6ix9ine's every move. Although a lot of good people that watch Tekashi dislike him, it's hard to argue with the fact that he is really good at drawing a crowd. Akademiks went on to say that it's not always about numbers and that a lot of the guys that 6ix9ine tries to belittle with his numbers may not be platinum on the official charts, but can be considered platinum in the streets. That phrase set off a chain reaction that no one could have ever predicted. 6ix9ine scoffed at the comment and told academics that he ignores the, quote, platinum in the streets excuse because according to 6ix9ine, the only people that refer to that term are the ones that also carry herpes. Fans went wild when they heard this and most immediately assumed that 6ix9ine was throwing shade at YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy allegedly contracted herpes from his ex and baby mama, as detailed in a song he wrote about his relationship with the woman. Not only that, but other fans pointed out that many refer to YoungBoy as a rapper who is, quote, platinum in the streets. With this small string of what some believe to be evidence that 6ix9ine was coming for YoungBoy, theories began to pop up everywhere as to why 6ix9ine was trying to troll the Baton Rouge native. 6ix9ine and YoungBoy both have plenty of problems to deal with already, so it's not really clear why 6ix9ine decided to throw shade at YoungBoy. Aside from the 38 Baby 2 rapper, 6ix9ine has also been involved in a feud with the likes of Snoop Dogg, Meek Mill, Ariana Grande, and even the chart-tallying media company Billboard. And while 6ix9ine has been able to play out each fight in his favor, he may not be so lucky this time. In all the previous instances, 6ix9ine has been able to count on the fact that his opponents don't have as strong a grip on social media warfare. But unlike the other few artists that 6ix9ine has picked on, YoungBoy has just as big of a footprint as 6ix9ine does online. With YoungBoy's loyal fanbase able to follow along with what's going on, the fight between these two influential rappers could prove to be pretty dangerous, as each side has proven their vicious brutality at one point or another. Stay with us as we dive deeper into the conflict between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy. You won't want to miss all the latest information on the conflict between these two young stars. It's been a rough start to the year for both YoungBoy and 6ix9ine. YoungBoy was finally released from his probation in the beginning of the year, but it's been pretty downhill since then in terms of his personal life. Around the same time he was being released from prison, YoungBoy also announced that he was welcoming his 5th child. The problem with that statement was the fact that the mother of the child was not his current girlfriend, Liana Mayweather, which must have been pretty awkward for them. YoungBoy and Yaya hold a really complicated relationship, and the two have broken up and gotten back together more times than anyone can count. But at the time, Liana stayed silent and instead tended to her own business, working on building her own music career, as well as her steadily growing Instagram account. But things really began to kick off when Liana made her way to YoungBoy's home in Houston. When she arrived, Yaya was shocked and enraged to find her boyfriend hanging out with one of his many baby mamas. The meeting led to Liana stabbing YoungBoy's baby mama and sending her to the hospital. Thanks to the incident, Liana faces aggravated assault charges in the 2nd degree and could serve up to 20 years in prison if convicted. As if that wasn't enough to deal with, YoungBoy has also had to take heat from several people around the industry. After Liana was arrested, some false reports detailing YoungBoy's full cooperation with the police during the investigation against Liana led his former friend and collaborator Kodak Black to speak out against YoungBoy, saying that it was wrong for him to rat on his girlfriend. After catching Kodak's comments on Instagram, YoungBoy hopped on Instagram Live, quote, "I ain't never paid attention to a bleep, especially not from no bleep cell," end quote. YoungBoy yelled. "The bleep, a bleep watching me for? A bleep say I cooperated about what? You stupid bleep." Liana Mayweather, who was arrested the day before for the alleged stabbing incident, also made a cameo in the video. YoungBoy went on to berate Kodak, calling him several derogatory names throughout the rest of the video. Aside from Kodak Black, NBA YoungBoy has also had to deal with his nemesis from around the way, JaDaYoungan. Youngin and Jay have been beefing for a year now, and it all started when Jay leaked an unreleased track that he believed to be a collaboration with YoungBoy. But much to his surprise, YoungBoy commented under the caption of the leak demanding that Jay remove the song, as it was an unreleased track that he didn't even plan to put out yet. Jay had made a simple mistake, buying the project from someone who claimed to be a part of YoungBoy's management, but really was just selling YoungBoy leaks illegally. Jay was initially silent about the issue, but after a few weeks told fans they didn't care about the situation, and that if YoungBoy didn't like him, then he wouldn't try and befriend the rapper any longer. In not as nice of words. The beef between 6ix9ine and YoungBoy is not all that surprising, given that YoungBoy basically represents everything that YoungBoy has come to hate about the industry these days. With all the federal support that 6ix9ine has been able to receive after testifying against his gang, though could make it pretty tough for Youngboy to take any meaningful actions at the moment, but something like legal trouble has never stopped the rapper from doing what he pleases before. While we don't know what will come of the beef between 6ix9ine and Youngboy, we can only be sure that things will become way worse between the two young stars before it becomes better. What do you think will happen between Youngboy and 6ix9ine? Will Youngboy be able to shut up the rainbow-haired rapper for good? Or will 6ix9ine win the argument as he always seems to? Thanks for joining us on Lime Report, everyone. Before you go, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway.